So I wanted to do a full review of Metroid Other M. I hadn't really spent any significant time with any other Metroid title, so for all intents and purposes, this was my biggest and most relevant experience in the world of Metroid. And I enjoyed it. I just had trouble putting together a review I was happy with. It was just coming out more just like a list of things, and I wasn't sure how to contextualize everything. And I think part of it is because I was so focused on one aspect, which I'm going to talk about here. But if you want the quick version of my review, it's a fun game. I'd recommend it for Wii owners. Looks good. I like the style. Has lots of action. Interesting boss fights. A great level of challenge. Kind of gets your blood boiling, but in a good way where you want to see it through to the end and not give up. The controls I felt could use a little bit more refinement. As in third-person perspective, it was a little bit difficult to get that precision aiming, and some of the motion going from holding the remote sideways to trying to lift it up to do certain things didn't always work right. But in the end, fun experience. The one thing that kept coming back, though, was this complaint that I often heard related to this game about how it was sexist. In particular, the part on how they managed the, well, I don't want to say upgrade system, but the way you unlock the use of your weapons. Because you kind of go in to the situation with all your weapons and beam types and power-ups available to you. Your mega bombs and your freeze rays and all these other options that are on your suit. But then you run into a guy that, to be honest, I don't even remember if it was the army or some private security team. That's how relevant the story was to me. Story not necessarily really being its strong point, but anyway. There was this guy there, and he used to be your superior officer. And he says, no, you can't use all those guns. You can only use this gun right now. And as the game progresses, he provides you authorization to use additional weapons and beam types and things like that. Although he really has no authorization over you, as you don't report to him. But you kind of make a deal to say, fine, I'll obey your orders. And I guess that's where it came in. And I think obey is really the key word that people feel as it applies here. They felt that they exploited that side of Samus being a woman and kind of obeying the man. And that took her power, not like the power of her weapons, but like her will and her power of choice, because she's going to do what the man tells her because she's just a woman. Somehow is what was felt. I think. That's kind of what I gathered. Now, I didn't get that at all. What I got from it was, well, you can't actually have access to all your weapons and suit capabilities at the very beginning of the game, because there's, of course, enemies at the beginning that are less strong than what you get later on, and, well, they would be too easy to beat if you had your full capabilities. And also, certain capabilities let you get access to new areas, because there's some backtracking to do in the game. They don't want to give you access to all areas. They want to make it progressive and unlock new areas by giving you access to certain functions or weapons on your suit. And instead of going a more classic route where you just kind of happen to find a box in the hallway that gives you this special new weapon, they went a different way. You have access to all your weapons, you don't get to use them until we tell you to use them. Did it matter? Not really. It's still kind of dumb and pointless anyway. I mean, we get the logic of video games, and I'm not looking for any type of real situation for a reason why I have these new abilities now. But I thought that's all it was. It was just a way to keep you from using everything at once. That's it.